Hello everyone and welcome back to school. I'm so happy to have you in my classroom this year, whether it's in my real classroom, my virtual classroom, or both. So first, come on in and let's take a tour around.
If you've ever been in my classroom before, it doesn't look like it normally would, but we'll make do this year to keep everyone safe. When you enter the room, you'll see the desks are all spread out. There's a seating chart on Schoology so you can find your seat right away when you enter the room. The seating chart is there for nothing other than your safety. In the front, you'll find the trash and recycling, hand sanitizer, wipes, and a few other supplies. Feel free to grab a wipe to clean your desk before you sit down and use as much hand sanitizer as you think you'll need. When you sit, make sure you put up your desk shield. Your mask will have to stay on and cover both your nose and your mouth at all times. So will mine. Another unusual thing you'll notice is the blue box marked off in tape around my desk. The blue area is mine, and the rest of the room is yours. I'll do my best to stay in the blue box, so please do your best to stay out of it. I'm still happy to help you with any question you might have, but let's do so from 6 feet apart. One last thing before we leave the room. The hall pass is taped on the door with a QR code. If you need to leave class, ask me first, then scan the QR code and complete the form on your way out. If you need to go to the bathroom, let me know. I just ask that you don't abuse it.
Now that you've seen around the classroom, let's go over some of the basic expectations for my classes. In your materials folder on Schoology, the first thing that you will see is a folder called Start Here in capital letters. Open that folder and you will find a few important resources. 1, a Google Drive folder for your class that's organized by week. Add this to your Starred on Google Drive. 2, a seating chart so you can find where you're sitting, whether you're in Group A on page 1 or Group B on page 2. 3rd is the class syllabus, which contains important information and links. Please be sure to review this in detail. And 4, the attendance Google form, which I'll talk about on the first day. Click and submit this every day during class, whether you're in the classroom or working from home online. I will be checking attendance myself, but the form will help me to keep track of who is here. There is a name and date stamp on the form when you submit it, so please complete it during your scheduled class time. Next is a link to my virtual classroom website. I will be adding to this as we go throughout the year. Use it to view video updates and your course information in a little bit of a different format. And finally, a social emotional check-in form that's called How Are You Feeling? Complete this every day or as often as you'd like to. I will be reading the responses and I'd love to hear from you. Below the Start Here folder, you'll find another folder labeled Week 1 with the dates on it, and that folder will include documents that are specific to that week of school. I will add to the folder every week with the week's relevant materials, and all assignments for the week will be posted by Monday morning. The Zoom link for the week will also be posted in that week's folder. You can use the same Zoom link for every day of that week. You must be signed in to your Daniel Boone Google account to access the links and forms and any work that you have on Schoology. This applies to the Google form used for attendance as well. Your school email will be recorded when you complete it each day, so you don't have to enter your name. You'll submit your assignments by 10 p.m. on the due date. I will accept them later than that, but the 10 p.m. deadline is just so that you can get some sleep. I don't want you to stay up all night working on assignments for my class. Some class expectations. When you are learning from home, log into Schoology at the beginning of each class period, complete what I'm going to call the soft start activity, which will be shared in the week's materials, and then join the Zoom within the first 10 minutes of the class period. You must use your full real name to enter the Zoom session. We will have a synchronous session, and then after that, we'll often have independent work or virtual group work time. After the live session is over, you can leave the Zoom or you can stay on with the class and just make sure you're muted. You can unmute yourself to ask questions or to participate at any time during the class period. If you have questions but don't want to ask them to the whole class, send me an email or Schoology message. For grading, make sure you check Schoology first for your grade. Sometimes the grades won't be immediately synced to Infinite Campus. Your grade in Schoology should always be correct. Parents and students should also download the Infinite Campus app. Important messages throughout the year will be sent here and will come to you as inbox notifications. I'm looking forward to a great year. While it may be different and challenging, remember that we're all just doing the best that we can, and I'm excited to get started. See you in class or on Zoom very soon.